You're good, boss.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to episode 16. I got it on the phone this time, so we know the episodes of Inside the Mind Thursdays. We have our most present guest of all time. Clap it up. Clap it up.
Most present? Is
most
that right?
Most present guest. I think you were the most.
I've got to be second.
You're definitely up. Well, I'm trying to think of. It's Luke's one for sure. It's probably you and Jake are probably tied for two because y'all, we do a lot of group. I can't say that. All right, so today we have a couple topics. Do y'all have anything, or should I just get with what we're going with first?
Get into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Luke.
Oh, hello.
This is more to you, and we are your proteges. Proteges.
Yep.
So, if you had to give a new golfer 3 tips, one for the driver, one for the 4 tips, one for the driver, one for the iron, one for the chipping, and one for the putting.
Oh gosh.
Just one that they have to remember.
Okay.
Either it's their swing technique or it's like their preparation. Give me what your thoughts are.
I'll start with the putting. My advice will be never listen to me when
Okay.
it comes to putting.
Okay.
Ignore all advice. Okay, actually.
Ignore that. Ignore
Ignore
that.
what you just said. Rule number 1, ignore that.
Rule number 1,
ignore
that. Rule number 2. So you just gotta be you gotta be at peace when you're putting.
Go to your happy place?
I would say hey, you can't be jittery. You can't doubt yourself, right? So it's like, hey, just be like, hey, if I miss it, I miss it.
Be confident in your line.
Absolutely. You stress out before you putt it,
And then you just let
So
go.
then you're like, hey, here it is. Let me figure this out.
Yep.
And then you're like, all right, just commit.
Just commit to the ball.
Just commit to it. Get up there, say, this don't mean nothing. Oh, I keep looking at the mic like a camera. You say, it don't mean nothing. Back and
And
forth.
it's on the shoulders, right? It's
It
not
is.
in the hands. It's in the...
It is. It's like, you kind of want to stay still. At least I think it's in the shoulders. I don't know.
Tiger, drop a comment.
Tiger.
No, I already gave you my one piece of advice. So
Yeah, that's all you get. You gotta pay. You gotta pay for that. Okay, let's say chip like 60, 52, 56. You're about 20 yards away from the green.
Okay. It sounds stupid, and it's kind of like the last one, but it's like commit to your chip. The biggest thing that happens to me, and I think newer players is like they get up there, they're like, oh, it's all finesse. Let me just get up there and just.
That may have been Mitchell.
It just happens.
Weekend.
It's just a natural thing. It's like I'm closer. I don't want to swing it, so it's like you get the club back and then you just drop it, and you're like, the club's gonna finesse this chip, and I'm gonna just spin it by the hole. But really, it's like, hey, this is only 30% of the swing. Ooh, it's all right there.
So it's
all in the
you don't want to stop. You want to let it go
No.
through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we got putter. Trust your line.
Right.
Chip is you don't want to chip
Don't
it.
try and get fancy with it. Just get up there and just bink.
Okay.
Okay.
Irons.
Irons. Just keep practicing. Iron advice. I don't know. I've always kind of struggled with all of the clubs in my bag. Also, I guess I would say like you got to learn how to compress the ball and just how to hit in that sweet spot.
So is it more like breaking hips before hands, or is it breaking hands? Like how would you go about the golf swing if you were to explain it to someone? Be like,
Man,
You can get up and show us too.
you could see, like,
I might have to
because this is how I hit my irons, right? So I'm
Okay.
here. Like Ryan told me, I was a little behind, so I was kind of like here, right? And so I really try to get the shoulders out here. So I go here, and then once I'm here, I kind of twist, and then I go. And what I think I'm doing wrong here inside my Thursdays is I'm here, and then I'm like leaning back, which in turn is opening my face. So when I go, I'm like hooking it like this, and it's shoo. So what I need to be doing is I'm here, and that just needs to go here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I would say, I don't think
Audio
about,
listeners, I just explained a great golf swing.
There you go. And he demonstrated
And I
very
demonstrated
well
it.
also. I don't think of my golf swing from a technical point of view.
Oh.
I'm just
Motion.
I'm not that guy. I'm just motion, and you just repeat it until it's solid, right? So that's my overarching advice: is just practice,
Muscle
right?
memory. Practice.
So I'd say I get there, right? I just go about here, and then it's just boom.
Power in the
The hips and the hips and the hands activate at the same time for me because I know I will lag a little bit behind and I'm gonna slice. So I like to be confident boom, activate. You want your club to I like to just hit the back of the ball in the ground at the same time on sort of that downward motion.
Okay.
It makes me feel like I'm really getting a hold of that
Yeah.
ball, just letting it. Whoop-ah! You can feel the ball just whoop, whoop, right?
And a little reverberation if you put that thing in slow mo.
Right, absolutely. And then it just soars, right? It's just beautiful.
Okay.
I don't know what the advice actually was.
So I think
just
what
hit the
you were
ball.
saying is
The advice.
It's not all about power. It's all about the snap
about
of the
drive.
hips. It's about drive and the
It's
snap
about
of the
power,
hips.
right.
I think there are some people we golf with. Some people we golf with. I'm not gonna say the names on the podcast, but there's some people we golf with who hit the ball like it's the last thing they're ever gonna do.
Right.
And sometimes that works if you're Bryson DeChambeau and you got the technique down, you got the form
right.
down, and I'm one of them. Because I think I gotta just, and it's not all about the, it's about the,
That's right.
you know.
That's
so it's
right.
about motion.
It
Just
is
like
about the motion.
just like if you're talking to a lady,
I got
you're not
motion.
going up there like, hey, you're trying to with the motion. You're going with the motion.
Right. Exactly.
And with confidence.
And with confidence. So sometimes you
right.
got to commit to your golf swing like you're committing to a lady.
That's right. And you got to trust your game, right? So all of these tips for golf
Translate into life.
That's right. It's more than
It's
a game.
more than a
it
game.
really is.
Okay, finally, driver. I think I know what he's gonna say.
I actually don't know. I would piggyback this off of what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I would say you do not have to swing as hard as you think you need to.
Yeah.
Because with an iron, it's like, oh, you can kind of get away with it. You know, you swing a little bit harder, you're gonna hit the ball a little funky. But with a driver, you know, you swing a little too hard, and your ball it could fly anywhere on the course. Like, I mean, you can slice any club, but for me, it's like a driver is really where
Really easy to slice.
if you just add 1% too much power, it's like that thing's 100 yards to the right.
So, would you rather hit it 50% power than 80?
Well, I would say you'd rather hit it 80 than 100. Is
Okay.
how I would say that. For a new golfer, I mean, it's I don't know. It's hard to say that because it's like nobody's gonna get any confidence seeing the ball go 40 yards. You know.
Hot take. I would much rather my ball go 10 yards straight than hook into the other fairway every time. I say that to Ron every time. I'm like, hey, man, at least we can find it. Like, at least we see
right,
it.
that's right.
We know where it's at, and then we can go hit an iron shot and recover.
That's
if you
right.
hit that thing, if you slice that puppy right, and it's in the on 17 Meadowbrook, me and Ryan hooked it in the other fairway, and it was really funny to see that our ball were in the other fairway.
Mitchell almost killed someone.
I almost hit somebody. Like, it was like, dude, like, had to move out of the way.
Oh God.
And I was so mad I didn't even call 4.
Oh man.
But I
that's
did, but
the
it was
worst.
real late. It was real late.
It's like it's already
I had hit it.
Look, the ball hit the ground and he finally went 4. And I called it for him. And I looked at him and I was like, gotta call that.
Dude,
man.
I hit it, and and as soon as I hit it, I was like, that's so bad.
We played with I will name names. We played with Zane, and like, oh my goodness, we're on the tee box, and there's like a par 3, probably like 150 yards to the right, and he smokes a driver just right over them. Did not say a word. I mean, we
was
just
that like on 16? I think.
it was. It was right after right after rounding the
par
corner.
3.
Yeah.
I will say, I did solo par a par 3.
You did.
And
That par 3 actually. The one.
And the thing about it is, I think me and Ryan don't realize how early we are into our golf journey. So, like,
I mean, yeah.
I've been playing, 2.5, 3 months? I probably played under 5 rounds of golf, like full 18 rounds of golf. So it's a par 3 should be like a hey.
Any par at this point in time should feel
He literally
like a win.
forgot about it. We were like on
come
18
on.
and we were like, damn, we're not playing that good.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, you par 3'd that par 3.
Like, I remember telling Luke, I was like, the day I par is the day I'm done.
That's right.
And that was
He's
like a
gonna lay
month
him
ago.
down.
And now I'm over here complaining that I got a par 3. Are you kidding me?
Wow. You love the chase. You
I
can't
love
put it down.
it's
Mitchell, we could have had like an eagle.
me and
Like
Ryan. Let's just
like a birdie.
hey, if you don't like golf, sorry. So
This is our podcast.
this is our podcast. So me and Ryan it would be like it was Braun and D Wade going back and forth with our iron shots and our driver shots. Like, we would be whacking that thing, and we would get it either like fringe green or like a 20-yard putt. Like, it'd be like pretty like in 2 shots.
Yeah.
and it would take us 3 to 4 times every time to get in the hole.
I would honestly say it was not the putter, it was the wedge.
No, it was the wedge.
It was the chipping and the wedge.
We were either like, you could hear the 60 here, and it would just roll across the green all the way to the back other side of the green, or we would hit a putter, and Ryan would hit one, and he'd be like, I didn't hit it. That's not the line. And I'd be like, okay. Hit it, and it'd be the exact same thing.
We were playing the same shot all day. It was kind of ridiculous.
It was bad. But, I think the improvement's there. Let me say
the improvement is definitely there.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Realistically, as someone who in me, doesn't really want to golf more than like once a week, Because realistically, I don't think I have the money or the time to go golfing every day, What would you say is more important? Getting 18s in or going to the range and refining your swing?
Different strokes for different folks.
Okay.
That's right. Because me personally,
like that Future and Share commercial.
Oh my gosh. Different strokes for different folks.
I'm just as confused as you, viewer, that's watching this.
If you know, you know. With the orange drink.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Ham and cheese on a roll.
With the orange drink. If you know, you know.
Oh, just a crazy bitch running down the block. Oh God, bitch! Who are we talking about?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I have no clue.
Me personally, I don't really like to go to I don't like to go to the range very much. It is important, absolutely.
Yep.
If you're like a repetition guy, you sort of need that. I just like to get out and play because it's like
I agree.
Because you're on the range, I feel like I get in my head after 10 shots in a row on the range. I feel like my body is already physically gets lazy because it's like I'm just hitting towards a pin on a in a giant field of them. So I feel like I'm not very meticulous with my shots on a range. That's something I have to work on. But like every shot for me on 18 is like I'm intentionally hitting a shot.
I agree. That's what I was saying because I was
the
like,
U.S. Open.
That's right.
Because it's like at the range, you're just swinging and you're like, ooh, I hit that good. I didn't even mean to hit it there, but it's a good shot. So you're not really gaining much experience. Whenever you're on the course, you're not going to hit that shot.
That's right.
You have nowhere to aim. You're just kind of hitting for hitting's sake.
Right. So that's one of the things is like learning how to go to the range and like learning how to practice. Because, you're like, oh, I can just go and just swing until it feels good. But it's like, what are you really practicing? When are you ever just going to not have a target and just hit the ball?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not very often. And then it's like, oh, I want to just practice the big dog. I just want to hit the driver the whole time because I want ball go far. And it's like, you're not working on the things that really matter.
Refining your game.
Yeah, right. So
okay.
I would say, lesson early on just so you get the fundamentals of how it should feel. Yeah, spend some time on the range, but I mean, if you don't like to spend time on the range, then
that's okay.
That's not going to get you coming back.
Sure.
I
will say, I think me and Ryan's conditions on Friday, best golf conditions I've had in my life.
Is that right?
It was like 75 and sunny. It wasn't like
jealous.
Super hot. I had pants on, so that.
I wore sweats. Shouldn't have worn sweats.
Nope. If we had shorts, it would have been the best day ever.
Honestly,
shorts, we probably would have shot 90.
We probably would have broke 50.
We probably would have had a great day. But, okay, so Luke Lundquist, any of you new golfers out there watching this, he gave you a couple pointers on your irons and your drivers and your chips. Also gave you a little pointer on, which I agree, Luke, because I said this at the end of our session. I only hit the driver well on the 18. Because at the range, you get so many reps that you just forget what you're hitting wrong. You're just like, man, I'm hitting it. I don't even know what I don't even know what I'm hitting anymore. But on the 18, you get to waggle it a little bit. You get to look, you get to take your second, and then you got to go because that's your one shot on that hole for the day. So there's no redo. So it also gives you that little in the back of my mind, right? Okay. Yeah. So it gives you a little bit of that. So we'll pivot off of golf. We're gonna do a little segue segment while we wait for Luke here.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm still. I can still yell.
And this is where we lose about 99% of our viewers, right?
So the last one, the one that's still here. Bye. Good to see you.
See you, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Yep.
Bye, Corey.
Bye, Corey. So, can you give me in 30 seconds your ideal Wizards season? Go.
Okay. Trey Johnson wins Rookie of the Year.
Wow.
Alex Sarr wins Defensive Player of the Year. You said Dream Wizards season. I mean, what the hell?
Go ahead.
I mean, Shea won the MVP and the finals. So.
For sure. Yeah, man can dream.
Sarr Defensive Player, Trey Johnson Rookie Player of the Year. We make it to a conference championship. We don't even have to make it to the finals. That's the dream season.
So Ryan's dream season is his rookie gets Rookie of the Year, his defensive player gets defensive player of the year, and they lose in this conference final. If that happens, man, top comment, whatever it is, I'll do it.
Like this season or just
any season ever.
What if get some ASMR of this
Okay,
can happening? No, you go ahead.
No.
Sorry.
That sounded nice. I bet that sounded nice.
Wow, I can't even wait to listen to that myself.
What if Trey Johnson and Alex Sarr, this is like 10 years from now, and they're on different teams, but the Wizards make the...
No,
okay.
It's gotta be in a Wizards jersey.
Oh, damn.
I'll do anything you want.
Okay. Top comment.
So this is my like in quotes. This is not even a serious topic. I just want y'all's opinion on this because y'all know ball. So everybody is up in arms about. I gotta change. Okay. Up in arms about Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups. I don't know why I pointed at you. I feel like that's your guy.
Actually, Antonio Gates got roped in. So
did he actually say swear?
Yeah. He did.
No shot. Wait, can you break that to the podcast? I don't know anything about this.
I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah,
Jamie,
whoa.
Pull it up.
Jamie, what? Antonio Gates? He's not even a hooper.
He actually is.
Well, but like he's not known for his ball. Like Luke's a hooper, but he's not known for his
That's
ball.
Right. Oh, it was like a poker game, right?
Is it the same one as Chauncey Billups?
Oh, is it? Is that what it was? I thought Chauncey was...
Chauncey did both.
Let's see.
Jamie?
I'm trying. Here we go.
Okay.
Antonio Gates allegedly hosted and played in a rigged Miami poker game. Tor reported on Sunday that the Hall of Fame tight end hosted and participated in an allegedly rigged game that was organized by Curtis Meeks, who was indicated by federal prosecutors as part of the massive gambling scandal that rocked the NBA.
So, these men made millions of dollars.
He denied the claims.
Brother, they got you on tape. This is like the Drewski meme.
He denied the claims.
They have, they're like what is it? RDC World. They have you on tape. Like, okay, that's another rant. But anyway, we'll circle back. My question to y'all is, is there ever going to be any regulation of sports gambling? Because right now, a broke college athlete could go bet on his over-under. Like, that is a thing that can happen. And what is the ramifications here of sports betting in sports? Like, do we have any thoughts?
Well, we're seeing it play out right now. Is that not illegal?
I mean, it's illegal, but...
They can still do it?
I mean...
Well, what are you supposed to do? It's also... Gambling's illegal in Texas.
Not on Call Sheet.
Not on
our sponsor.
Not on our sponsor, Fliff. So, this is my thing. This is my thing about it.
It's just a loophole. It's true.
That it is a loophole, but I could still go put $1,000 on Texas Tech athletics through Fliff, and it would be considered like fake money because I'm buying their coins.
Right.
So it is a loophole, but they still, and also, how long until Texas is like, you know what, these people are making millions of dollars.
Yeah, I don't know. That is a good question.
Because it's like, hey, we're holding strong, but Greg Abbott can't walk. So there may be a point when he needs to gamble some money to get a new wheelchair. We don't know.
Papa needs some new wheels.
Papa needs some new wheels. This is my thing. This is my theory. My main issue with gambling, sports gambling at least. So like, and with alcohol advertisement as well. I think they're one in the same thing. So if cigarettes can't be advertised on national television because they're harmful and they cause cancer and they cause X, Y, and Z, how then can alcohol and sports gambling be advertised as heavily as they are if they are both kind of the same thing? They're both super addictive. They're both not really net positive to society. And they really are not healthy. Sports gambling is kind of not as serious as alcohol. But obviously they're kind of the same, in the same family. So Why do we think that that's legal? Is it just because it's so popular?
Because it makes so much
I was gonna
fucking
say,
money.
you know how much they pay for advertisements?
I mean, are
that
you
fucking
kidding me?
FanDuel.
Like,
See, but that's the thing. It's like, isn't that? I mean, I think we all agree it's a little scummy. So then
100%.
what is the like? Why is there no law? Because like cigarettes can't do it, Zins can't do it, vapes can't do it, Juuls can't do it. So why can alcohol and gambling? What's the difference?
It's just kind of societal view, honestly. I mean, everyone's dad drinks a beer and watches the game.
I'm out me an old cold beer. Have y'all seen
like-
those? Have you seen that? Holy shit! Sorry, I'll let you go back. It's like the Arkansas head coach. He's like won a bowl game, and he's like, "How you gonna celebrate?" And he's like, "I'm gonna go have me an old cold beer." It's the funniest shit. Hey, Jamie, pull that up. So you think it's just society? Like you think it's just prohibition part 2?
I mean, I wouldn't say that. It's just like alcohol is very normalized. It's like, you know,
Which is what how it be?
it kind of just is what it is. Like weed is kind of getting closer to that point. It won't be soon, but it's like it's getting there. But like people's views on things just kind of change, where it's like more acceptable, just because, and they can advertise it. And I mean, I don't see a beer commercial and I'm like, oh, why is this running? I'm like,
That's true.
okay, cool.
But also, I think it's more so of like, okay, hypothetical. I have a 5-year-old kid, and he really loves Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, bless up.
Bless up Jaden Daniels. And I want him to watch sports. He cannot watch sports without being bombarded with gambling and alcohol ads. Like, there's nothing I can do about that. So, as a parent, how am I going to be like, hey, you can't, like, this isn't good stuff. You probably shouldn't get into this, like, anytime soon. But from the age of 5 to when he's 18, he's getting bombarded with alcohol advertisements and gambling. Bet 5, win 100. You know, what's like the regulation there? Because like it's a national television, it's national televised games. There's got to be some like regulation.
I grew up watching watching NASCAR with my dad on the couch. He would drink like
an old cold beer.
He would drink an old cold beer.
An old cold beer.
And they would play beer advertisements, and I didn't grow up thinking, man, I want to drink a beer. I didn't start. I'm 23 years old, by the way.
23 old, Ryan.
I didn't start drinking beer until like a year and a half ago. So.
I think your point is correct. I'm not saying like every kid that sees an old cold beer ad is gonna want an old cold beer, but I think it's like the premise of, okay, if you're gonna, I view this way about every drug. It's like if you're gonna ban methamphetamines, if you're gonna ban heroin, then you can't then on the other side be like, all right, you can go get yourself an old cold beer. You know, it's like
that kills people.
You ever heard of Portland?
Regular.
Alcohol kills people too.
You ever heard of
but
Oregon?
on a way less.
Huh?
That's
Oregon?
what
That's what they do.
You can walk around with a gram of heroin in your pocket,
See,
shoot it up on the street.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
kidding.
tents. They put tents out for you to do.
The thing about it is, it's like
I think
if you're gonna regulate drugs and if you're gonna regulate substances, right? Then I get prohibition. I get all that. Like I get that they tried and they failed. I understand. Like you cannot ban alcohol. America is gonna be America.
I want an old cold beer.
I want an old cold beer, and you cannot take that from them, right? But then it's like it makes no sense to me how like you can then be like, you know what, cigarettes. Let's make this whole ad campaign cigarettes. Like let's get them out, right? And then you go ahead and I see Shane Gillis in a Budweiser commercial every 5 minutes.
Yep.
It just is. In like a logic standpoint, that makes no sense. Because the whole reason they banned cigarettes is because they were like, you know, they were promoting them to be good and like happy and like healthy for you. And there's never been a beer advertisement where they're not having a great time. And there's never a disclaimer. There's never at the end like, alcohol can do this,
Please drink responsibly.
Yeah, but that's like, come on, man. That's not enough. That's not enough. Same thing with gambling.
That's all they have to do to meet the threshold. So
Then we pivot. We pivot. What do we think could be some? This is all gonna tie in with my third question. So stay with me here. So if we were the president, all three of us, we had all three sides of the brain. You were the left side, I was the right side, and Luke was the frontal lobe. Free bite.
Oh, thank God.
How would we go about regulating sports gambling, alcohol, advertisement, and the future? Because sports gambling is still very new. It's not like this has been out for 2018? So like about to be 5 years-ish, kind of. So it's not like real
online sports games.
Yeah, not like
going to Vegas.
Yeah, not like Vegas. Yeah. But funny enough, you wouldn't like go to Vegas to like sports bet like that. Like people weren't going to Vegas. It was kind of like a hey, get you in the door. I'm gonna bet on this game because I'm here, and then I'm gonna go play some blackjack. Mm-hmm. Now it's like it's at Larry Bird. Now it's like way different. Cow. It's a way different thing because it's less luck. Like if you know ball, you can bet the Jonte Porter under, and it would hit. You know, so it's very different. But anyway, circle back. What would we do, Ryan? Do you have any suggestions on how we go about it?
I mean, honestly, for me, the sports betting advertising is a lot more like in your face than the beer and the alcohol. Like, so I think that's on it. Like, for me right now, I don't really have a problem. I probably see one beer commercial to every like 15 sports betting commercials.
I agree. Sports betting is way.
I don't know. I think that's probably a bigger issue just because you can kind of game the system. Like,
I mean, no cold beer.
You could totally, as an underage kid, get access to sports gambling through your parents. Like, you could just have them set up an account for you, and they might not even know what it's for.
Yeah.
So,
that's
even if they do, they might let you do it because they don't care. Like,
okay, that's left side of the brain's thought. Right side of the brain? Or frontal lobe? Frontal lobe, you got any idea?
Sports betting, I would say you can keep it how it is. Mm-hmm. Leave it to the states.
Yep.
You know, it's
fair.
For sports betting at least, like I don't have a problem with it being regulated in certain states allowing it. I think it's hard to just take like a stern hand and be like, stop promoting this.
Yep.
Because I mean, it's something that's becoming more common in our society, and it's like becoming sort of just a common hobby. And I mean, yes, gambling's hurtful, but I think anybody who's doing it would know that.
Yeah.
I mean, kids can be getting involved in this, but kids can sneak in and get alcohol in their parents' closet.
Very true.
Like I think we as a society know the damages of gambling, and so I would probably leave it. Alcohol also, rarely do I see a commercial and I'm like, wow, that looks like I would want to go get that right now.
Okay.
I mean, it's just, for me, it's never been a problem. I think it more so has to do with the house you were raised in.
Yep.
Like if you don't want your kids to be tempted by these things, then you have to show them how to drink responsibly. Yep. You have to instill in them these values that, hey, alcohol is dangerous and we don't do this.
Yes.
Like, you know, if you want to have a drink, you can do it with me maybe if you're that type of parent. But I think it's on the parents for most of these things. Like the parents should raise your kid to sort of know better. Obviously, kids will be kids. Right?
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. It's just locker room talk. But like I don't know. I think from a regulation standpoint, I probably would not do very much. Okay. For me personally.
Okay. So I have a different stance here. Mm-hmm. Not too different. Like I'm not going to say prohibition, right? I think that's stupid. Right. I think banning anything is dumb. Because if you want something bad enough, you're going to find a way to get it. You know, like heroin's banned. People are still shooting up. You know, like it's not like if you ban something, it's going to stop. You know, it's not that easy. Because I think people want an old cold beer. Like if I want an old cold beer, I'm going to get an old cold beer. So I would say, you know, just like how they do the health commercials, like with Ozempic, and at the end they have that whole long list of evil, terrible things that can happen, side effects. I think gambling and alcohol should have the same thing. They can have your Shane Gillis, like, oh my God, it's right there.
Yeah, wow.
Shane Gillis ad on the telly popped up. So anyway, I think you can have your advertisements, you can have your whatever, but at the end, you have to acknowledge, hey, these are some side effects that may come. Every type of cancer, every type of cell in your body is probably going to deteriorate over time. You're going to do this if you continue drinking X, Y, and Z. Like, there needs to be a lessening of, like, I mean, old cold beer. You know? Like, you need to let people know, hey, this isn't as chipper as it seems, you know? And I'm not over here saying, like, no one should drink. Hey, I think everybody in this circle is drink, right? But I also think the advertisement is so misleading, and it's, like, to a point where it's like, damn, like, I don't get it. But I think you should have to have, at the end of your old cold beer advertisement and your gambling advertisement, the risks of side effects, just like any other drug just like any other medication. Maybe not so much gambling, because there isn't really any side effects of gambling besides like, losing your mortgage. But that's not like a side effect. That's just like a outcome that can happen from gambling, So I would say just, at the end of your advertisements, have a little warning pop up, and I think that would solve everything. But I think right now, as y'all said, sports gambling has no regulations. There's no like, hey, you cannot advertise this much and you cannot have these deals. Like the spend $5, get $100 from free bet. Like that's like the housing market part 2, but sports gambling. It's like, hey, spend $5, we'll give you free $100. I promise there's no catch. It's just free money. So it's like, I think it's a lot of misleading advertisement. But anyway, that circles back.
Can I counterpoint that?
Yes.
To me, I would say, what does that change for anybody? Nobody watches an alcohol commercial and says, oh, this is going to be good for me, right? Putting those warnings on the end, like, I don't think would change anybody's mind or make somebody think twice about buying alcohol. Secondly, you're going to lose so much ad revenue, even though it is the right thing, probably, right? People should be aware of these. You're going to lose ad revenues. Who is going to want to put that in their commercial and be like, hey, let's just make my product seem dangerous, right? Like, nobody's going to want to do that advertisement. Nobody's going to pay you for your space on TV anymore. Like, companies will just stop advertising. You don't have to advertise. Whoa,
what the fuck?
You don't have to advertise a Coors Light for me to want to go get one from the store.
Give them a cold beer.
Right. So, I don't know. I feel like companies would just pull their advertising. You would lose so much revenue. That's such a huge market. I think it only would hurt companies.
Okay.
And I think if you're going to put regulations on that, why don't you make fast food restaurants put regulations for their fat meals and telling you they're going to get you obese and blood clots and heart disease. And like, I think there's just like, there are things that we as people already should know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was just my
common sense rule.
Right.
That's fair. But that
was my 2 cents.
The thing about that one that I agree with Ryan is, I think we all have common sense because, like you said, we were raised to understand that, and I do think it's on the parents. I agree with that, and I also agree that like advertisement would not want to do that. But I mean, it's the same thing of like if you went back to the '60s and you said, "Why are cigarettes being advertised?" It's the same thing. It's like they had to do a whole campaign to kind of get people to be like, "Hey, these are bad for you." Because, like, I mean, heroin was thought to be a cough medicine when it first came out. So it's like,
they used to put Coke in Coca-Cola.
I think people are very uneducated, and I think that we are not. So I think it kind of is like, be like, oh, well, obviously, this is unhealthy for you. But I think there are some people out there that just don't really understand the things that they are doing and what they're doing to themselves. And I think it's not so much of, like, the beer company wanting to do it, but I think it's out of necessity. And you make a good point with the fast food. Like, I don't think you can protect everyone from everything. Right. I think that's just like putting yourself in a bubble. But I just think alcohol is so much more like deadly to other people and so much more accepted. It's the only drug that is accepted, Bears. Only drug that is accepted, LeBron. Only drug that is accepted as widely as alcohol. Like, if I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna start doing some benzos. I'm gonna start doing some Valium. It's like that's like you're gonna be like, but if I'm like I'm gonna go have me an old cold beer, you're like, hey man, go have me an old cold beer. I think it's just like it's so normalized, which is what you said. But I do think there are some downsides. But I agree, it is hard. Just like it's ban all bad things. Like it'd be so easy to say that.
Football is dangerous.
Football is dangerous. Boxing's dangerous. You got to ban it. But I agree. Like I think you don't have to ban anything.
Last time I checked, this is the land of the free
and the home of the brave. Did that change? I don't know. Final point, and then we'll pivot. I think you got to have some kind of like warning on things like that. Anyway, back to top.
Circle back.
This is my overarching thing, which kind of fits in.
Your theory.
My big theory. Mm-hmm. So, what do you think? Because I think an older generation, I may be wrong. I may just be a young bull. But I feel like our generation is so much more degenerate based. Okay, is that fair to say? Would you say?
I would disagree.
You disagree? Okay, explain.
Well, degenerate like how?
It's different. To be cool.
I would say it's more widely accepted to be a degenerate in this generation.
Absolutely
than it used
not.
to be.
You know how many kids were drinking alcohol and sneaking out of their houses in like the 80s.
Yeah.
And smoking and doing all these drugs.
You think it just not?
I think
it isn't as documented.
It's just different. I think it's just different.
Okay.
Like we just are. What you are defining as like degeneracy is like. I don't like being weird with girls. Like
no, I'm not. Okay, let me define degeneracy more than just a big overarching, like frame of reference. Because I think that's like degeneracy can be taken in different ways. I think that our society promotes things way more than it used to, and I think like social media has a big overarching, hand in this. Big circle back. Like for one. I think, like, sexualization is super pushed on everybody. You open up Instagram and you're on Goongram in moments, right? And that's new. Like, there's never been a generation before 2010 that you could just open up your phone and see.
They had magazines.
Yeah, you had to go find a magazine at the store and sneak it out. So that's one that I think is promoted. Like, OnlyFans is promoted. Like, porn is promoted. Hookup culture is promoted. Things like that. And I think hookup culture is newer. I would say I would even give that to early 2000s. I think like still like in the 90s, late 80s, that was still more of like traditional, like, hey,
it's taboo.
You meet your girl in high school and you love her forever, And not saying that's right or wrong. Like you have your own stuff.
It was the Jersey Shore effect.
That is a hold the fucking phone because he's got a point.
It was MTV. It was all the damn. No, they were right to censor all this shit back in. They were right to do it. They should.
It's the damn phone. It's the damn phone. But like, that is jokes aside. Like there is
Professor Chambers. If you ever find this, you're gonna eat this whole episode up. You're gonna eat this thing up. We literally talked about cigarette advertising in class today.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go. See, I think it's the. Anyway, circle back. So I think the sexualization of people, that's like really praised nowadays. Maybe not in our like us. I think we have once again. I'm just saying this as a broad statement. There is definitely more people that we know that are like, hey man, that's probably not like, like it's not what you want, right? But I think as a society,
I'm gonna start sipping lean.
See, like I would call them out for that. I'd be like, I don't think you should sip lean. You got to put that Hennessy in there and put that codeine, right? So I think, like, as a society, it's more present.
Not right.
Not right? No? Okay.
That Hennessy and codeine?
Yeah.
So you want me to mix my lean with my liquor?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Vaughn.
Well, he's dead, so.
Well, R.I.P. Vaughn. That's one. Two, I don't think alcohol is pushed as much, because that's just normal. That's just how it's always been, I don't think weed is that bad. It's not a big deal. Whatever. But I just think, like, this push towards being super isolated, like people are on their phones a lot. That's your damn phone. Not really socializing as much in public. You go to dinner and you see people heads down. You're walking to class, heads down. Everyone's kind of in their own bubble, which is kind of creating like a little bit of angst in the younger generation. And so when I mean degeneracy, I just mean things of that sort. Like just isolation, things that are used to be society looked at as like not really productive, like OnlyFans. If you told my mom in 1980 OnlyFans existed, she'd be like, "What the fuck are we doing?" So I think things of that sort, where it's just like, like the Nelk Boys existing, like that's insanity. That's like a thing that exists, right?
That's grouped in with the Jersey Shore effect.
The Nelk Boy effect.
Yeah, it's like
the
like
Nelk Boy
the
effect.
send effect.
Like things of that sort.
The send virus.
I think I'm so interested in y'all. Like, why do you think that is so like widely accepted? Like, why is gooning a thing? Like, genuinely.
Why?
Like, why is gooning a thing?
Gooning has always been a thing.
It
is human nature. I'm not like, okay, sorry, that sounds like I'm like trying to like, oh, it's okay. There are stories as old as time about sexual infidelity.
Yeah.
Like this has always, it's just a human struggle. Or,
yes.
I mean, if you want to see it as like an animal, I don't know. Well,
yes.
Biological, whatever.
I got a counterpoint to that whenever you're done. So continue.
Well, that was it. I mean, I think it is human nature to desire that thing. Absolutely, it's pushed more that we have phones, and it's so easy that I could just have a supercomputer in my pocket at any moment, show me whatever I want.
Yep.
So obviously, I think the phone is obviously the biggest contributor, but it has always been a problem. I think it's only now more of a problem because it's more acceptable and more accessible as well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I think, not to say that like the regulation on that is wild. That there really isn't any. Like there is to an extent. Like they have like the
Reddit.
Reddit don't give a fuck.
Reddit.
It's like Texas banned. Like we have to do the like age verification thing.
How you know about that?
Come on, brother. Like they have the age verification thing where it's like, hey, you can't watch certain things, whatever. I just think
they do.
They do. Ooh,
wow!
what?
That's my wow.
Did this like just come
really,
out? Like
I'm hearing about this just now. This is my first time hearing about this. What else could you say?
But my question is: it really as simple as it's the damn phone? Is it really that simple to where it's just like? There is just so much access to things that we're never... Like, I was thinking about this today. I was listening to a podcast about like the early... Y'all gonna clown on me for this one. Early, like, World War I trench warfare. Like, about, like, the German... Like, I was, like... He's trying to explain, like, why World War II happened. It's like, imagine fighting for a country that no longer exists, X, Y, and Z. And... Man, I forgot where I was going with it. Can you give me
something... Are you looping this in with porn?
Yes. No.
Sorry.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, the thing about before the phone is it was so much harder to get news that wasn't in your immediate circle. Like, imagine this for a second. Let's play a little game, everyone at home. If you did not have your phone, if you did not have TV, well, you had TV, but if you did not have your laptop, you just had your car, your TV that only had the certain channels like Fox, ABC, whatever, and that's all you had. Would that inherently make your life worse or better? Like if everyone in the world did not have a phone and you could only interact with people in your circle and you did not hear about the news in the Middle East every day, you did not hear about Russia every day, you didn't hear about England's politics, you didn't hear about US politics every day, it didn't beep on your phone, do you think that would improve your life? Or do you think that social media and your phone is a net positive to where it overweighs that?
Man, we're just recapping my whole semester. I mean, yeah, so we talked about this in class like a month ago, but like he asked basically like the same question, like do the pros outweigh the cons? And then he listed them, and he was like, he said, my professor he said this came out of his mouth. He was like, at this point, there's probably more people who get more beneficial, like, just like emotional, like mental, like gratification and like satisfaction from their phone.
Yep.
Than there are that people, like, he did acknowledge that, like, being chronically online and like all that can be like pretty depressing and stuff.
Yep.
But he was like, he used this, he was like, you get home and you want to like watch a show on your phone or something, and you like that show. Yep. It's going to make you feel good if you had a rough day or something. And it's like, he doesn't like scroll on Instagram Reels, so he doesn't know what like that shit is.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I also don't scroll on Instagram Reels. So it's
mine's
like,
on Goongram.
I can't get off!
Not by choice.
Release me!
Not by choice.
I cannot use Instagram Reels, but I like, you know, it is difficult to like wean off of social media just because everybody is on it. Like everybody is. Your mom and your grandma's on it.
Auntie on it.
Auntie, your uncle.
Yep, everybody on it.
Your baby mama, your nephew.
Yep, wow. Your baby's mama's mama.
Your baby's mama's baby.
Own that thing. Okay, so Ryan is basically saying that, you know, the positives kind of outweigh the negatives.
That's not what I said. That's what the professor said. I think that there is some truth to that, but at the same time, you kind of have to know your limit. Mm-hmm. So like, if I'm in bed and I'm scrolling TikTok and I start getting some like sad core edits, I'm not just gonna sit there and be like, let me just feed this like sadness and keep watching sad videos.
She's right.
It's like, that's kind of up to you. So it's like, if you can have that self-control to like just not watch negative shit all the time, then social media can work for you. Yeah. So it's kind of, you just have to find your balance, I guess.
Yeah.
Frontal lobe.
God, is that my
FR?
name?
FL?
FL.
FL?
I mean, yeah, I think it's just so individual. Like, I mean, everybody's going to have a different answer because they know how it impacts their life. I would say overall, I mean, I would think it's a net benefit. Mm-hmm. I think there are bad things to come off of it, but as a society, I feel like we are, closer to one another that we would never like meet before. I don't know. I mean, like I get ideas and things that I don't think I would be like. I don't know. That things influence me now that would not have influenced me if I didn't have any of this. Like I would be a totally different person,
That's a good point.
For better and for worse.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I think it just totally depends. But from like a global perspective, I think it's beneficial. Yeah, seeing these things across the world are terrible, but it's like if I didn't see this in real life and somebody just told me that this is happening, it's like why would I care at all? Like this is so it helps you to feel more attached in one perspective because of course you can be detached from reality.
Hey Mitch, how many points does Oakland have?
67.
But
sorry, Luke.
Like I don't know. I think as a globe, as a nation, like on broader scales, like I feel like we're more connected to the world than we've ever been.
Yeah.
Individually, that's probably a little bit different. Like, we probably have less friends in person than we would otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to tell, hard to speculate, but I mean, I don't know. I would say that it's probably a net benefit here.
Okay. Interesting. So we got kind of the same thing where you're like, I think it's net positive, but it's your own limit. I agree to an extent. That was nasty.
That was disgusting.
I think social media is so far from what it was supposed to be. Like, it was meant to just be like a little, hey, I'm going to post stupid shit. And it's like, now it's become this huge, like, big, like, insane fake life that most people use it for. I don't think we use it like that because I think we don't really care. But there are some people out there. Like, if you go to someone's Instagram, it is the best parts of their life, right? Like, that's how it is. And it wasn't supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be like I'm going to post some stuff here
Drinks
and there.
with the girls,
drink.
selfie.
Yeah, a little selfie here and there,
Fellas went to Vegas.
Yep,
Hey,
we're at Vegas. I just think that TikTok kind of made everything
watching Scooby-Doo with the boys
worse.
before school.
Huh?
Watching a little Scooby-Doo with the boys.
It's LeBron James.
How do you not know this?
Come on, LeBron's Instagram post.
Wow, fake fan.
Oh,
I'll take that on the chin. I did not know. I'll take that on the chin. I'll take Braun on the chin. I didn't know that. But back to my circle back. I think TikTok kind of ruined social media, at least for me.
I am so disagreeing with. Oh, I mean, I always have disagreed with that point. I mean, maybe that's just because TikTok holds a dear place in my heart. I don't even have a point to argue. I just like TikTok.
That's fair. I mean, I think like inherently, TikTok isn't. You know what? I do think inherently
because
you're
talking about social media becoming so like transactional and so like the best parts of your life. Where I think TikTok is like this is just people every day. They just wake up and they talk on their phone.
It's true.
So I mean, in one sense, I feel like this is the most real social media platform that is still available.
Miles probably wouldn't have taken off without TikTok.
Who's Miles?
You know Miles?
I don't know who that is.
You know him.
Fastest rapper alive?
Oh my god, are you serious?
No.
Martin Luther King.
Guys, I don't have. I only have Instagram. I only have Instagram, but I do have a TikTok, but I don't use it. But this is my thing about TikTok is,
Miles.
Or Miles.
It's okay.
Circle back, and then we can switch topics. I just think it's basically like you're gambling without your brain is like gambling every day if you're swiping, right? Like that's like your brain doesn't know the difference between you scrolling on your phone or you going outside and seeing a nice like bird chirp. It doesn't know the difference. Like it's gonna get dopamine from that hit regardless. So I think it's just unhealthy in general to have something that you can like.
Hold on. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like if I see that's a cool 4K camera shot of a lake and a mountain on my TikTok. Mm-hmm. If I saw that in person, I would have a way more I would be able to feel the difference.
Yeah.
Of seeing it. So like, what do you mean your brain doesn't know? Like, on
It's
a chemical
just like
level?
it's a chemical. It's not like your brain isn't gonna see. I mean, your brain can obviously tell the difference. Like if you see a real life mountain, you're obviously not gonna be like, oh, I saw that on like my phone. It's more so of like your experience is gonna be lowered in day-to-day life just because your threshold for excitement is so low because you're like constantly seeing new, fresh things. So, and the whole reason why it works is it's a gamble. You don't know what you're gonna see next. So you're scrolling and you could see the funniest video, or you could see 3 videos that are kind of boring, then you hit another funny video. And so your brain is kind of just training itself to be pleased by that sort of thing. It's like a gambling mechanism is basically how it works. It's like slots, where you spin the slot and you get the and you can either win or you can lose. That is basically kind of how TikTok and Instagram Reels work. And to an extent, if you limit it, like if you have a time limit, like if you try to limit yourself, you can still go out and have like your baseline of dopamine, which is basically what it is. But some people don't have that limit, and they kind of watch it too much, and then their baseline lowers, and that's genuinely, it just makes things in life. I don't know if you're like that. How many hours do you spend on TikTok?
Wow. I mean, just going over my whole. I'll pull it up. My whole class. I literally do a fucking assignment on this. I'll pull it up. I got the actual stats.
Okay, let's do a little actual stats.
And it just went to the top of my camera.
Because so I downloaded this thing called Screen Zen, which basically like makes it to where I can only open my phone I can only look at Instagram 6 times throughout the day for 5 minutes. So I break out my 30 minutes a day to 5-minute increments.
My average was 3 hours on TikTok, but I was on Instagram for 15 minutes and Snapchat for 20 minutes.
Okay.
So
you're spending about 4-ish on social media?
On social, yeah.
Okay. So I was spending, I think on my phone in general, if including YouTube, I'm at 5 hours and 41 minutes. So I'm watching YouTube about an hour and 30 minutes a day. So YouTube is a whole different thing.
So to kind of circle back to Mitchell, to your point of TikTok kind of like ruining or whatever. What was it? Ruining social media or kind of like...
I think it just defeats the purpose of social media, because social media was meant to be like a bringing together of people, of your friends.
But like, what about like a Vine compilation, like a 30-minute Vine compilation? You put that on the TV and you sit down and you watch it, and like some of them are funny, some of them aren't.
Yep.
That formula, that of like scrolling, that was around in like 2013.
And Vine became TikTok. It's the same thing.
Right, but like that Vine wasn't created to.
So,
like,
I agree. I think Vine was a different platform.
But it's the same concept of scrolling, and you might not find that Thomas Sanders video funny, but the King Bach backflip video is going to make you crack up.
Yeah, and I still think I think the thing about TikTok that's so different from anything else that we've seen, and Vine included, Vine wasn't it was a huge app, but it was more like sketches, like you said. It was like skits. It was more so like funny internet meme like culture. It was like King Bach skits, Lele Pond skits, the Paul Brothers skits.
But like I would get sick ass edits on my Vine. Like I remember the Maze Runner edits when those movies were coming out.
Bro, the sports edits.
I mean,
y'all have
literally
Vine edits? Oh, no, I did. No, I did. You're right.
I mean, come on. Like, so I feel like that. I mean, and people were posting sports edits on Instagram before Vine, and like, so I feel like social media kind of just grew into its shoes. It didn't.
But
really,
okay, was there Instagram Reels? Was there like okay? So Snapchat had stories. Instagram took stories. Mm-hmm. Stories are fine. Whatever. Those aren't anything crazy.
Unless you're VAR ATX.
Yeah, unless you just want to post everything you could fucking think of. But like every single social media app you have now has a shorts system. And that was not the case before TikTok. TikTok invented the short form content, even Vine. Vine is TikTok.
I don't.
You don't think Vine is TikTok?
No.
What do you mean?
It's the same.
Vine got bought out. Vine got
and then
bought
it was Musical.ly, and then it became TikTok.
No, Musical.ly was its own thing. Sorry.
No. That is not what happened. That is not what
Are
happened.
you? I feel like Vine became Musical.ly, and then Musical.ly became TikTok.
They coexisted, I think.
it was a separate thing. And
I feel like that's the
Vine.
algorithm they used. It like they saw the Vine algorithm. They're like, look, this is what we used to do. Let's just tweak it and make it more.
I think the TikTok algorithm is nothing close to the Vine.
Why?
Vine
I agree.
algorithm was all like popular videos. Like there was really no like I don't.
Yeah,
there was no like
individualized,
super niche like yeah.
And that's what I think TikTok is doing. Like
So
I think
the more personal.
it's more
feed
like
of videos.
you can make it. Like I said, you can make a TikTok and within 2 days, it's gonna know exactly what you want to see. There's no other social media.
Wouldn't that kind
does
of
that.
counteract the argument of like gambling and not because like when I'm on TikTok, I don't feel like I'm skipping past. Like I pretty much sit on every video that.
See, but like it's not like so much of like if it's good or bad. Not like I enjoy this or I don't enjoy this. Your brain like doesn't know the difference between seeing it and enjoying it and not. It still is like processing it as like pleasure, right? So if your pleasure is coming from these Instagram shorts or these TikTok shorts, then in like real life interactions, not saying this is just a big box. Like everyone's different. Like obviously everyone interacts to things differently. But like if you are getting your entertainment and your pleasure from swiping and seeing other people live lives and seeing other people's edits and seeing other people's accomplishments, it's gonna make you kind of feel like, hey, I'm doing something. Like I'm seeing these people do things. That's kind of how it works. It's like it's hijacking your reward system, it's hijacking your pleasure system, and it's making it go lower and lower. So then, whenever you accomplish something, it's not gonna feel as like accomplishing because you're lower than you used to be. So, and I think in long to wrap it up is basically what I'm saying is. Social media used to be just like a little fun. Hey, like we all follow each other. Like I'm gonna post my cat. Like I'm gonna post a picture of me and my buddies. And now it's become this like global $1 trillion. How can we get people to stay on our phone or stay on our app for hours? Like how can we get them to not leave? How can we get them to stay? How can we get them to interact? How can we get them to buy things? And I just don't think that's like what it was meant to be. And so back to my thing of is it a net positive or a net negative? I think. In the beginning, it was a net positive because you're like, hey, everyone has social media, we're just all having fun. But I think it's turned to a point now with like AI and short form content where it's kind of just like, what benefit is it bringing besides like entertainment? And I think there's certain types of entertainment that you can view as like, like basketball, sports, TV shows, movies, long form content. But I just think short form swiping, gambling basically for your mind, especially kids that are like there's some kids at Paragon that have TikTok.
But that's totally different from like that is the parent. That is
yes,
not.
I 100% agree.
So
that is the parent's
because like I am old enough to know like I can't just sit here for 5 hours and scroll on TikTok. I have to go to class. I have to do homework. I have to be a human and go outside.
Yep.
But like if a parent is like, yeah, you can have that on your phone.
Yep.
That's their fault for not
agree.
looking into it. So I
and
feel
also
like,
all of this comes with the thing of like it is your own responsibility to handle how you view social media and how you want to use it. Like if you want to use it in a way where you're like, just, you know what, I use it, I don't really care. That's like your prerogative. Like there's no right or wrong way to use it. Like if you enjoy scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, go ahead. Like I think that's fine. Like not saying like ban it, right? Mm-hmm. But I just think it's just so interesting how like it's shifted from like, YouTube used to be a big thing where you'd watch Markiplier and you'd watch PewDiePie and you'd watch all these YouTubers and you'd be like, I can't wait for this new YouTube video to drop. And now you get a new YouTube video to drop any second. It's like you can watch endless, funny, interesting things that you don't have to wait for. There's no delayed gratification in it. It's like instant. And I just like wonder where that'll go. Like where is it gonna stop? Like when is the point where it's like, is it just like 5-second content? Like is it gonna get to where it's just like you're seeing like just snap, new. I wonder where it goes. That's just like where I'm at. Where I'm like, I wonder what is the next evolution of like social media. Where it's like now it was TikTok, it's short form content. What's next? Like is it does Elon put the chip in the head and he makes us project it into the screen and it's right into the spine and we see all of it in once? I don't know. But
I don't know.
What do you think? You just
what?
been. What do you think? What do you think about TikTok?
I love TikTok. I honestly do. I think that. I mean, I think the algorithm is so good that it's like you kind of make what You make the app what it is.
It's true.
So like I feel like TikTok is super informative. I'm getting perspectives of things that I would never have thought of, wouldn't know. I'm getting cool edits of shit that I love.
I do get some
Like
pretty sick.
It's insane.
Transformers
Like,
edits.
yeah, you get some bad content that's probably bad for your brain, but holy crap, kids are watching Mr. Beast. Like, bro, this guy, plants 100 trees, but he's cutting his video every 2 seconds, filling his thing with bing, 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 doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, sound effects. Like, come on, you cannot convince me that YouTube is better.
No, I don't.
Okay, I mean, obviously, there's some videos, yes, there are.
As a kid, I would sit and just watch. I would cycle through Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and PewDiePie, and they had been posting for like 5 years already. So I had 5 years of 3 YouTubers of full Let's Plays to just sit and watch. So it's not like I had to wait for their... Like, I wasn't even old enough to care about if it was like new or not. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I feel like for now it's like, sure, I have like a bunch of like YouTube videos, but it's like I only look for like 4 channels that I really care about.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know. I feel like as you get older, like there might be more stuff to watch, but you're gonna be more selective in what you watch anyways. So it's kind of that, and I feel like that kind of is the same for when you're scrolling. You will skip past a video you don't want to see, but it's like I'm not. Oh yeah, this video was like stupid, but it's not gonna ruin my day, and I'm not gonna think about it throughout the day. You know.
Yeah. I think it's so interesting that we have something that like pings our attention throughout the day. Like you get a text, ping, you stop what you're doing and you check. You're at dinner, you get a call. Sorry, I gotta go leave. I don't think that's like inherently good or bad. I just think it's so interesting because like whenever you hear that ping, you like instantly you're like perk up. You're like, I wonder what it is. Like, is it a text? Is it a notification from something? Like nobody in history ever has had that before. Like, because it used to be the brick phone. It used to be the big old shack brick phone.
Who cut on that phone?
Channel splitter. I don't know. I just think it all happened so fast. There was no regulation for us growing up. Like, at least, like, nobody really knew what it did to your brain. It was kind of just like, oh, it's your phone, right? Like, it's like we didn't have an iPhone. I didn't have an iPhone until I was, like, in, 6th grade?
Yeah.
So it's like, you didn't really... Like, kids nowadays... I'm more concerned about the kids nowadays. Like, I think we're fine. Like, whatever. We're adults now. We can make decisions however we want. But it's the kids now that have iPhones in, 3rd grade. And I'm like, do you, not know what that's doing? And I think when I'm saying things like hijacking your brain, I think, it affects us, too. But I think also we're old enough to be like, you know what? I think I'm going to take a break. I'm going to detox for a little bit. I'm not going to be on my phone as much today. The kids that are, as 8 to 9 years old, there's no shot they're going to be able to regulate their scrolling. Like, if you just leave your kid unattended, there's no shot that a 5-year-old is going to stop scrolling. And, even now, I have, a little baby nephew. And every time the phone comes out, he's like Foxy. He's jumping at it. He's 5. He's 2 years old. He doesn't even know what it is. But he sees a screen and he sees somebody encapsulated by it. He hears the ding and he's getting trained at 2 years old. So I think it's more... Do
you think that he is capable of even realizing the difference between the length of the content?
No.
Because I sat there and watched Dora for hours as a kid.
Yeah.
Or fucking Curious George.
But it's just new.
I would sit there and watch it. So it's
it's just new. It's new content.
It's just harder. It's more accessible.
It's not even more. It's not even more accessible. It's but if you're watching Curious George, it's a storyline. You're gonna watch Curious George full. Yeah. You're gonna see him solve that damn case. Mm-hmm. If you're watching freaking Scooby Doo, they gonna find out who doing all the nonsense. Mm-hmm. But if you give your kid Instagram, they can scroll and see Dora, then they can see Scooby Doo, and then they can see this, and it's just short clips, the stupid movie clips on Instagram. It's
the man was locked in prison.
Yes, that stupid shit. They don't know the difference, and I think it's just no, our brains aren't even fully developed yet. We're 25. You got to be 25 before your brain fully develops. Mm. So it's if you're giving a child a screen that is literally trillions of dollars is spent to make sure you stay on it. How is that gonna let the kid grow up to be an actual adult? We talk about screenagers now, but I don't know don't know why I would. But working at the middle school, I mean there are some bad screenagers. bad. Like I had a kid once got hurt playing PE, and she was like so stressed. She asked if she could scroll my Spotify shorts. Did y'all even know exactly? Shorts. And I was like,
Spotify shorts.
And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, I need to scroll something. And I was like, that's not healthy. Like that's not healthy at all. Because that's how you cope. Because she was stressed. She was stressed. She was overwhelmed, and her immediate thought was, I need to go scroll. So it's like that is not healthy. That kid's not going to grow up with a healthy kind of like support system of understanding how to deal with stress. And that's from the damn phone. But it's more of like, if you're like built, it's really hard to break that.
No,
though.
I know,
it's like if
but it's not impossible. And how old is she?
6th, 7th grade.
Ooh,
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like
a little later. I thought she might have been
no.
one of the younger kids.
It's just more of like, I just as a human.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can like let your my kid is not getting a phone till high school. Like you're not getting a phone till high school because like you don't need one in middle school. Like I don't know about y'all, but in middle school I was just going to the fella's house. Like we were playing 2K, we were having sleepovers. Like
I would ride the bike around the
neighborhood.
I'm gonna say
you just go
ride the bike to Smoothie King, get a smoothie,
enjoy your
at a car parked in the parking lot.
So it make it to a point in late, and I think it's like this thing of I was reading a book on this, and it was basically like there's this false sense of like danger that your kid's gonna like get abducted in the neighborhood, and it's like that kind of sparked in the like early 2010s because of all of like the news. Like you're seeing all the things, and in reality, it's safer now than it's ever been. But because it's so like propagandized of like danger, protect, danger, stigma, it's way more of like, God, I gotta like keep everyone in the house. Like you can't leave, you can't go without your phone, you can't go anywhere with it. Because what if you get lost? You can't call me, you know. And I think that's just like so pushed on you, and it's not really the case. Like if I go leave, I can go walk home without my phone. Like I'm not gonna like it's fine. Maybe not my house anymore, but like if your kid goes to the grocery store in the neighborhood, they're not gonna get abducted. Like they're gonna be fine. Like if they're an old enough age. Like, yeah, you obviously want them to have some kind of device because now you have it, but like you don't need it. And I think that's like the overarching issue is I think people think you need it. I think people think you need social media, you need your phone, you need to communicate. In reality, it's a luxury. Like there's a lot of things you don't need. And I think it's interesting that like people kind of disparage those two. There we go.
It's a text buzz, so I have to check.
So there you go. But it's like I think people think like you need these things when in reality it's like it's a luxury that you get social media. It's a luxury you get to like see cool edits and that you get to be on Instagram and social media and Snapchat, TikTok, X, Y, and Z. But it's not a necessity.
I hear you, and you do make some good points. But I would say we do need the phone. Mm-hmm. Like, this is so integrated in our lives that this is just how it is.
Mm-hmm. I would get grounded in middle school, and I'd lose the phone for a few days. Yeah. And I wouldn't, like, we didn't have time to talk between classes, like, that we were on a tight schedule, and then we would go home. Yep. And so it's like, I would be completely isolated from my friends. Mm-hmm. And as a kid, those 3 days are like, holy shit, like, because you know in middle school, like the new joke is always like coming around. You know what I mean? And
you gonna miss that joke, and you gonna be left out.
You gonna miss it. And be left out. I will say you're right, Luke. Like that definitely, it's like you do kind of need it. It's just because like, everyone is on it.
Like nobody needed a car until cities were made for you to need it. Like our life is being made for us to need this on us. Pretty much at all times. It has your wallet. It has every phone number that you've ever sent a message to. We don't memorize phone numbers anymore. Mm-hmm. If I didn't have my phone, I could call my mom.
Yep, me too. That's about it.
I could call my mom, dad, and Annika, and that's it. Like yes, you wouldn't need this, but yeah, we wouldn't need a car if all the cities were walkable. Yeah. So I just think that part's. I just disagree with that part. I think we do need them. Okay. Yes, they should definitely not be. They need to be used in a different way. Wow, he looks so skinny.
Yeah, skinny Luca.
Wow.
He's on my freaking fantasy team. But just to piggyback off that, I agree. I think you do need your phone nowadays for like communication, like to call, text. Because if I did not have a phone, there ain't no way I'm doing. I cannot figure out how to get to my house. I cannot figure out how to get to I cannot figure out a thing. Right? Maybe let me reframe this. I think people think you need social media. You don't need social media. You do need GPS. You do need, because I think your phone just made everything easier. Like, you don't need an alarm clock anymore. You used to need that. You don't need a map, a physical map. You have your phone. You don't need a home phone because you have your telephone.
Tim.
Well, Tim's still kicking.
Bust up a map.
Oh my god.
Tim's still kicking. Shout out,
Yeah,
Tim.
hits AAA before the road trip.
Oh my
But like, let me read you things that I have on my phone that like I used to need it physical. Like Notes app, I don't need a pen and paper. Like camera, I don't need a physical camera. Calculator, I don't need a physical calculator. Google, I don't need a library. Clock, I don't need, like there's things that your phone has that
You don't need to carry a Walkman anymore.
like there's
Oh
there's
my
things and
gosh.
like just life that are just helpful. You know, like yes, you could live without a phone. Like y'all could just write me letters, you know? But like
They
then,
call those people
losers.
No. What is it?
Amish.
Amish. That's
Amish.
what it is. They call those
So
Amish
like you
people.
could
be Amish.
technically live without your phone, and it'd be really hard. So I think your phone, to an extent, you need, but you do not need social media. You do not need Flappy Bird. You know, you do not need all these things. And I think just because like we're younger,
There is no Queen of England.
like whenever
There is no
I
Easter
there is,
Bunny.
and there is no Queen of England. See, like whenever I deleted Snapchat, that was the one that I was like, shit. Like this, like everything else, like I know I kind of go back and forth. Like when I get Instagram, when I don't have it, it's like whatever. But Snapchat, when I like first deleted, I was like, fuck. Like this is like shitty. Like I can't like take pictures of anything. Like I don't have my memories. Like I can't like. A lot of people, you just have their Snapchat, you don't have their number, right? But over time, you know, you kind of just get used to it, and I think that's like I think that's what a lot of people would feel like if they did that. Like I think if a lot of people deleted certain things off their phone, like in the beginning, you're so used to having it, then over time you're like, you know what, it's not that big of a deal. And I think a lot of people don't like they never like I never did not have Snapchat since I was in middle school. Like I've never done that, so it was a weird feeling to not have it. But I think after a while, you kind of get used to it and you kind of replace it with other things. Like you just text more or you FaceTime more, you call more. I'm just using Snapchat as an example because like most people have Snapchat. So I think it's like there is a necessity to Luke's point where it's like, you know, I can't get to my house or I can't get to my friend's house without my Google Maps. But do I need to see that cool TikTok? No, I like it. Like I like to see the Creed edit every now and then. But I don't need to see it. And I think that's like a separation of everything. Like there's a lot of things that people want that they don't need.
At the same time, I stopped going to Google and YouTube when I have any type of question about like how to do something.
Mm-hmm.
I just look it up on TikTok because it's a
the
visual,
video.
it's like a
Yeah.
10, and I know it's going to be short and they're going to get to the point.
Yeah.
And that so I've stopped because like I used to YouTube everything.
Yeah.
Granddad used to YouTube. Everything.
I used to be on the YouTube app and we'd look it up.
No, but
on
it's like
YouTube.
I like a few years ago I just stopped doing that because it's like Google you have to look for an article or look for an answer.
Yep.
TikTok is like you got 50 videos and they all are exactly what you're looking for.
Yep.
And you don't even have to be that specific because the algorithm knows you so well that
Yeah.
it will just pull it up for you.
It's very true. And I think that's like more of like a just positive, you know, thing. Like you don't need that though, you know? Like do you need to see a quick or like it's like the thing of like do you need to have Google or could you go to library? You know? It's like that is more of a convenience. Like there's everything in life is a convenience to an extent. And I'm not trying to argue like, you know, you don't need a car technically. You don't need housing technically, you know? Like there's some things that you don't need, but without them, it's like you don't need money kind of bullshit, you know, but you really do. So I'm not trying to like nitpick you on like do you really need that? But it's like there are some things that people need that they really just are luxuries. And I think the damn phone makes luxuries seem like needs because of advertisement, you know, like your friends are on it, social pressure, X, Y, and Z, etc. So that went farther than I thought it was going to go. Big circle.
Big Venn diagram.
Do we have any other points that we'd like to make on that topic of TikTok, social media, short form content, need, necessity, anything else? Luke's got something.
No, I don't. I was trying to think. I think I hit all my.
Okay.
I think I hit all my points.
I'm good.
And let me just say this.
To
And
put
then
a button
to
on
put
it.
a button on it. My views on certain things are also dictated by my personal experience. Luke's views on certain things are by Luke's personal experience, right? Like there's some people, like we had a waiter at Chewy's who told us he was a year and 4 weeks sober. Shout out him. But I think anybody that has like a life-changing like thing like that is kind of inclined to speak on it, you know, because they kind of think like, oh, like like I'm sober. This person may be struggling. I need to tell them that I'm sober. Or like the classic joke, like, how do you know someone's a vegan? They'll tell you. Like that's like the joke. It's like there's things like same thing. It's like I think I talk about boxing more than anything else, just because like I do it and I enjoy it. And I think that comes with anything. It's like you learn something and you're knowledgeable about something, or you have an experience. You're like, you know what? I want to tell people about my experience. And I think in today's society, buzzword. In today's society,
what is the buzzword?
Today's society. I say that a lot. You can look that up. Add that to your theories. So in today's society, I think having different opinions on things is so like uncomfortable. You know, like Luke does not agree with me on TikTok. I don't agree with Luke about TikTok.
And I'm gonna kill him.
And he's gonna kill me as soon as the video goes. But it's like I think in most circles, having a different opinion is like you feel uncomfortable because you're like, man, like, am I going to be judged for having this certain thing? And I think in the society we're in, another buzzword, that's just like how it goes. It's like, you know, you're kind of afraid to have certain opinions on certain things. I'm not getting political. But like there's certain things that you agree with and disagree with in life and in religion, politics, all that super stuff. We're not getting political. And it's like you can't have differing opinions. And so I think this podcast, Sunday Thursday, episode 16, does a good job of explaining that like you can have different opinions on an array of different important things in life.
I don't want to shoot him in the head.
And he don't want to kill me.
I don't want to kill him.
And it's like, it's fine.
I don't want to take a razor and just...
And also...
I don't want to get up with a razor sharp object.
But I think it's just like, you know, I think if people had more conversations like this with just like their friends or just with people they know, it doesn't have to be this long, you know. I think it just makes you more intelligent.
We know how much y'all love your short form content. So you don't have to have a long conversation.
Hey, we'll make this will be on TikTok. So there you go, you fiends. It'll be on your short form TikTok. Anyway, but it's like I think people... Like I learned
short and firm.
Short and firm. But it's like I didn't think of it that
Took
way.
me a second.
Before Luke was like, hey, Luke had a good point where it's like, hey, I just view it for entertainment, and it's like I think like Ryan was saying, his professor was like, I go home and I like get my TikTok and I watch my show and it's entertaining. Like I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like, I haven't thought of it that way before, and it just makes everyone in this little circle more intelligent and more well aware and more confident in their belief, because then they have a different side.
And it exposes you to be able to understand that no, everyone doesn't do exactly what you do and think exactly how you think.
And also,
and it's not wrong to be.
And also,
exactly
if Ryan changes my mind, if Ryan changes my mind, it's not like I then go and like, you know what, Ryan's a fucking idiot, and I think he's stupid. It's like, you know, I think another last thing, then we'll get off this, I promise. I think in society is people get attached buzzword. People get attached to beliefs and they make it themselves, you know? Like I can get super attached to a belief I have, and then if that belief becomes wrong, I feel like then I am wrong as a human, you know? And I think people like, you know what? Me as Inside the Mind on Thursday is not my TikTok belief. Me as Inside the Mind on Thursday is not my phone belief, you know? It's like that's just an opinion I have. That's not me. You know, and I think a lot of people have like 3 or 4 things that they really believe in that are them. And if those get challenged, it's like you're challenging them. And that's not healthy. And I think that's where a lot of like anger comes whenever people discuss things. It's like you're attacking me as a person. It's like, no, I'm just trying to like understand why you believe those things. And so I think if you have friends out there, hopefully you do, I would just sit them down like at dinner or whenever and just like bring up a conversation that you're interested in. Like I saw a video on sports betting. I was like, I wonder what my friends think about this. And it doesn't have to be super, like, grill them. You don't have to shit on them. You just, like, ask them a couple questions. And be like, hey, what do you think? And then you get a different perspective.
Ted Lasso quote here. Be curious, not judgmental.
Wow.
If someone is, like, shitting on you, don't be like, oh, well, fuck you. You can be like, well, why are you... What makes you think that?
Yeah.
Or, like, if they're shitting on something you do, well, why do you think that's stupid?
Yes.
Or why do you not like that? And just you don't need to like have a goal of changing their mind.
Nope.
But you can just understand where they're coming from, and they can continue to poop on whatever you do. But it's like at least now you understand why they feel that way, and it's like okay, well, cool, but that has nothing to do with me. So I'm gonna keep doing me. It's like you're allowed to feel that way.
Yeah, I agree with Ryan. Yeah. Whatever, like you should not change your view on things because someone else is judging you for that view. Like if you are strongly like in favor of, like I don't think Luke is going to delete TikTok because I have like an opinion on like, hey, I think you should delete TikTok, right? Like that's not how that works. And I'm not going to download TikTok because Luke has, it's like that's not how it works, right? And
I'm not going to get 2K because Mitchell told me to get 2K. Because that's not how it works.
I just think like, hey man, I think a lot of people try to change people's mind instead of learning. Go in every conversation trying to learn, and you will more than likely. And also the other person, if they're really like shitting on you like that, it's going to expose them for being ignorant and not well educated, more so than you. Like if you go in and ask a question and the first response they have is to defend their point without like explaining it, it's probably not a good point because they don't really have a great argument for it. They just kind of like, no, you're wrong. That's not really a great argument for things. So go out. Explore. Luke, do you have anything to add to that?
No. Take care. Brush your hair. Right. Okay. No.
Boy, clean.
Sorry.
Okay. I think we'll end this with a little Mount Rushmore.
Can I go tinkle first?
Yes, Luke can go tinkle.
Yes.
So while me and Ryan Supreme Jersey.
Well, wow.
Let's think Mount Rushmore. Let's go a little. Okay. Let's go. We did golf in the beginning, so we could pivot. We could pivot to golf. Do we want to go top Mount Rushmore of golf course feelings?
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay, we'll go Mount Rushmore of feelings on the golf course. So, I'll go because Luke's tinkling. So I got my one already. Hitting a drive on hole 1, and that thing was pure. Like it's the first shot of the day. You've been thinking about golf all week, and you're a little rusty. You're like, man, I don't know if my mechanics are really dialed in. And you hit that first drive, and it doesn't fade, it doesn't cut, it just goes straight exactly where you wanted to hit it, and it's a good shot. That is maybe the best feeling in golf. Okay. Number 2 is hitting a really bad driver shot. And you're like, fuck, like I suck. Like this is in the rough, you're in the dirt, and then you proceed to get that iron shot 5 feet from the pin, and you just drive it, and you feel good about it, and off contact, that's a good shot. That's because, the driver off the tee is great, but then whenever you're in a bad spot, you're like, fuck, I was doing good. Like, that's like hole 7, 6 or 7. I was having a good time, and now I'm just shaking my drivers, and fuck. Then you hit that iron shot, and you recover. Third best shot. This is going to be a controversial one. Here. Let me sit up in my seat. It's not even hitting a good chip. Because, like, hitting a good chip feels good. Oh, big slam. It's whenever you're about to hit it. About to hit a chip. And you get that warm-up shot. And you just hear that thing slice on the grass. Because then you're like, hey, even if I shank this, I know how to hit it. But I'm just something in the swing is messing up. But at least when I know that I can hit the practice shot good. So I think not even shipping it on the green, but just like just that little because And fourth, this isn't really golf. This is golf, but it's not like swinging mechanics related. I would say having a good snack bag and having a full water bottle, maybe because it's a long 18 if you don't have water, and I think that it genuinely makes you play worse if you have no water and no snacks. Because then you're like you hit a bad shot and you can't even get a little gummy in there. You got nothing. You got no water. You got nothing. You just gotta sit with your shitty driver shot and you can't even get a sip of water. It's like cool water by Marty Robbins. Nothing. You're not getting a drop of it. So I think those are my Mount Rushmore. Luke, the question was
I'm sorry. I missed it. Okay.
Mount Rushmore of best feelings on the golf course. I said hitting a good driver off the first shot, hitting a bad driver, then making up for it with an iron shot, and then like that practice chip shot that feels good, and then the water and the gummies.
Okay. Ryan's turn.
Okay. I'll go with probably okay. I mean, I'm a simple man.
Yep.
I'd say making a putt that like that you normally would 2-putt. Just and you walk up and you feel it and you watch it go in.
Yep.
That's got to be up there.
Yep.
I would say hitting like an iron or like a wedge over a tree, like onto the green.
It's a good shot.
Probably is up there for that might be number one.
Yeah.
Man, puring an approach shot with your iron. Nothing really gets me going like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, what would be my fourth? Probably just amazing weather, and it's
I was
just
gonna go
fucking
there.
great conditions, great day on the course, and you're with people
You
that
have
don't fuck up.
any old cold beer?
And you might have
You might have a cold beer. You never know. You might have a cold beer.
Dang, I was gonna go with weather too. That was a killer answer. I'm gonna go. I don't know if it's in any particular order. Probably not.
Okay.
Just puring a 6-iron, like just
Talk dirty
watching
to
it,
me,
just
Luke.
watching it fly like 200 and something yards in the air. You're just like, right?
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Oh.
And it's just like, I mean, I don't always hit it very good, and I don't always hit it on the green, but when I do, I mean, just
He just lied straight to
leaves a
your face.
little. What?
He just lied straight to your face. I've never seen Luke hit a bad driver shot.
I have. He hit the tree on like 9 or on 10 or something at Meadowbrook.
If that tree wasn't there, it was perfect.
Why? Can we
kidding. I don't know
pivot?
what it
Why can't y'all go on Tuesday?
I mean, it would have,
Why couldn't y'all have gone on Tuesday or Thursday?
because I have class at 12:30, so we would have had to go super early, and I get out at 3:30, so we wouldn't be able to finish because it would get dark.
Gosh, it does get dark at like
Yeah.
4 now.
5:30, dude. Sun's almost going down.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
No, you're all good. That's okay. We're just getting a little golfers talk. We might have to. I mean, hey, if there's an 8:00 tomorrow, Thomas might actually have,
do that to
Thomas
me.
might have.
But see,
We
you're
got
gone
8
this.
a.m. on Wednesday.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
See, look, okay, this is what I'm saying. We got to go once before my dad gets here.
Yeah.
Just, or at least to the range, because I gotta fine tune. I can't make a fool in front of Jerry.
Wow.
Sorry, you got two.
No, this was just nasty.
That was nasty. Okay, you got 2 more. I mean,
Yeah,
cool,
3
bro.
more.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Really?
that was the one that was number 1.
Okay.
Golly, number 2. I was gonna take Ryan's putt as well. Just like a breaking putt, like a one.
And
with
you
a
read it right?
with the steep break, and you just
yeah.
watch it just trickle in the middle.
Trickle down.
I mean, that's just unbelievable. I'm not a very confident putter.
I don't think anybody in this
Exactly.
this frame
Like
is.
so just getting that one, and you only need one of them.
We'll say me and Ryan had the best putts of our life
We both
Really?
on
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah.
like by far. Sorry, and we'll continue back.
No worries.
Ryan, we were scrambling, and if he missed that putt, it was about to be a triple bogey because it was far, and it was 4 bogey, but it was like if he missed that, we were probably going to get triple because there was no shot we
Yeah,
were
it
making
was
that
coming
second
back
one.
up.
Like it was coming back down. And then mine was like on 4. It was like if we're here, the hole's probably where the camera's at, and it was just pure, and it broke like a little bit. It didn't break a lot, but it went here, and then it just dipped right in there. Sorry, continue.
No, you're good. So what I have a 6-iron, a breaking putt. I would go just like a confident, a strong birdie. It's just such a good feeling. Like you just do, you do everything right. Hit 2 or 3 solid shots in a row. You get your putt.
You don't
get
shake
out of
anything.
it.
It's all on the
right.
fairway.
Like
Yep.
it doesn't even have to have any crazy shots. You just
do what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. And so I would go even further, saying like one day when you get a double birdie, or 2 birdies back to back, like that's unreal.
Don't
Because
tickle
one
me
is
like
nice,
that.
one is nice, but 2 in a row, you're like, oh my gosh, I might just be the best golfer ever.
See,
It
I'm
doesn't
still.
happen
If I was
2 pars in a row. Whew.
Was it
Exactly.
with you? I was maybe with Michael when I fumbled the birdie, my first birdie because I missed a putt. It was bad.
Gotta put out the birdies.
You gotta put out,
I
and
know.
it was like an easy putt. It was not like it was like a doable putt. And those are the ones that get you. That you think you're like, I don't have to read. I'm just gonna tap it, and you're like, gosh. Okay, one more for the road.
One more for the road. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. You're getting off the tee box and there's just a cool breeze. Like you're hopping out of the cart to the cool breeze, and like the 4 of the guys are just standing there.
And you're like, it's like a hole 1 too. It's like a hole 1 or 2.
All right, like the sun is out, like there's just a cool breeze, and you're just like you can just appreciate being outside and just getting out with everybody. So
Can't do that on your phone.
That's right. No, but your brain thinks it can.
Your brain thinks if you watch TikTok golf, your brain's gonna think that it's real. Also, another pet peeve I have here, and then we'll leave it. We'll leave it with this. If you use your phone at dinner more than to like check,
you gotta kill yourself.
And if you check it, that's fine. Like if I'm like here and I'm like, oh, I got a notification. But if you're on like Graham, or if you're on TikTok at dinner, besides like showing the fellas are funny,
yeah.
like if it's like, hey, if we were at dinner and I brought up an old cold beer and I pulled up an old cold beer, that's different. But if I'm just in the corner like, why are you there? Is that a consensus or is that a hot take?
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Because there's some people.
You just gotta show some respect to the group.
Who could you be talking about?
All right, fellas, we are gonna see y'all next time.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
Rhymes with.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So we'll see y'all next time in the next pod. No one's even gonna be here. If you're here, leave a comment. Tell me your
comment 67 if you're here.
See ya. All right. So yeah, we'll see y'all next episode. I'll probably have on A-Train again. And we'll discuss cat food. All right.